This is going to help you overcome your fear of making these dials. I also want you to have your scripts printed out, laminated, and on your desk, but these are the bullet points in a cold call. There's 10 of them, and you're not going to hit them all, but the goal is to try to hit as many as you can. And if you're so focused on this list, you're not even going to be thinking about rejection or all of your fears. This little 3x5 card that you're going to create at the conclusion of this video is really going to help you power through your cold calls. The first thing I want you to remember on every call is I want you to address the lead by their name. I want you to show them they are unique and special to you. They're not just another number that you're calling. They're not just another address or a listing that you're trying to secure. Connect with them on a personal level. Dale Carnegie, author of How to Win Friends and Influence People, once stated that the sweetest and most important sound to anybody in any language is their name. So say their name. If you don't know how to say it, you can kindly say, your name looks lovely, I don't know how to say it, and I don't want to mispronounce it. Can you just let me know how it's said? And then you can write it down phonetically and make sure that every time you reconnect with them, you're saying their name. Make them feel important, make them feel like the individual that they are. Number 2, positive energy. If I were to make a video for you and I were to talk like this, and I think you should bring energy, do you think you'd really want to engage with me? Do you think I would captivate your attention? I guess not. I want you to bring the positive, encouraging energy to each and every phone call. Be very mindful of your energy because energy transfers from one source to another. Be positive, be uplifting, and make sure that you hold their attention. Number 3 is motivation. See if you can figure out why they need to move. Not everybody is going to be forthcoming with that information. Some people are going to be guarded, especially with the first phone call, and that's okay. They don't know who you are yet. But if you can try to find out why they're moving, you'll know how to insert yourself into their situation. Maybe you can also help them find a new home. Just see what's going on. It'll give you a better idea as to maybe the stress they're under, so you can show more of the next thing that's coming up. Number 4, one of my favorites on the list, empathy. I want you to show people that you care about them. How do you do that? You actively listen to what they're saying to you, and then you repeat it back to them. Oh, I understand you're having a baby and you need more space. Congratulations. Say whatever they said back to them so they know that you've heard them. Show them that you can identify with their struggles. Empathy is so very important. Number 5 is timeline. Try to uncover when they need to move by. What's going to happen first before they can actually list that home for sale. This is closely associated with motivation because then you'll know when to hit the brakes in terms of following up with them or when to step on the gas and make sure that you get in there quickly before another agent does. Try to ask the questions that will help you determine what their timeline is. When do you hope to be situated in the new home? Number 6, take notes during every call. When you're going through your dialer and somebody picks up, yay, that's a huge victory. When you're going through a dialer, the person picks up and it's the right person, yay, yay, that's an even bigger victory. So make sure that you take this rare opportunity to record everything that they're saying so that when you come back and do the follow-up, you've got it all there and you can repeat back to them, oh yeah, I remember what we said before. This is what's happening in your life. It's so critical to take notes when the lead is speaking. Number 7, Mr. Jones, what type of phone number have I reached you on? Is this your work phone? Is this your cell number? This is critical because when you go to follow up, you're going to want to send text messages. And if you've got a landline, they're not going to go through. The whole point of this is making sure that we establish a foundation for our relationship and being able to follow up as we move on down the road. So we've got to know if we're working with a cell phone or if we're working with a landline. And if you're the ISA, this is also important because you're going to do the handoff to the agent and they have to know whether or not they can text this lead. Some people don't want to be texted. A lot of times elderly people, they don't use their cell phone that much, so just make sure you know what type of phone it is. Number 8 is email address. It is also very critical as we continue to communicate with the lead. Once you get their email address, you can, if they're a lead that's going to be doing something way off in the future, you can send them market reports. Or maybe it's somebody you're going to be coordinating an appointment with, they want you to send them an email. Or, as we get down to the next topic, I'll talk about this in a second, there's another reason for getting that email address. So whatever you can do to get that, definitely try to do it. Not everybody is going to give it to you, but definitely try to get it because it's going to help us as we continue to communicate with the lead and nurture the relationship. Number 9, there's a reason why there's a circle around it and there's red stars. Listen up. At the end of every phone call, I want you to be sure to send the lead a link to your website or your landing page that shows the work that you or your team have done. It's kind of like your resume after the phone call. So many people miss this step, and it is very important because you are trying to become familiar to the lead. You are trying to have them vet you. Don't have them go searching for you on Google. Give them what they need so that they can know that you are qualified to do the job of selling their home. I don't understand why anyone would miss this step because you want to make it easy for them to qualify you, to make sure that you know how to do what you say you can do. Now, you're probably wondering, Mandy, I'm a new agent. How do I get around this? I don't have any sales to show them. I don't have any listings to show them. Well, you do have something. Let's tackle that right now. If you are a new agent and you're with a team, you can piggyback onto your team and to what they've done in the past, okay? So make sure you have all those sales itemized. I don't care if they're rentals, they're buy side, or they're list side. All of those are important because they show that you are capable of doing the job or you're associated with somebody that's capable of doing the job. So that gives the seller confidence in you and all of your abilities together. If you are a new agent, and you don't have any accolades to talk about, you can either associate with a team just to get started for a few months to kind of build upon what they've achieved, or you're going to have to get creative and you're going to have to draw some parallels between the profession that you came from. Let's say you used to be an interior designer. Whatever it is, you have to show your value proposition, and you have to show it in writing, something visual that they can look at. They know who you are now because you've spoken on the phone, but you need to keep backing that up and becoming familiar to them so that they start getting confident with your capabilities. This is critical. Do not skip out on step number 9. I think this can actually clinch that in-person meeting. They want to see your resume. You wouldn't interview for a job and not bring a resume, right? This is the same thing. Show them an itemized list of everything you or those you're associated with have accomplished so that they know you're capable of doing the job. Which brings us to number 10, calendar follow-up. You've done all this hard work. You've hit every point on your list, or maybe just 3 or 4, and you're feeling really good. You've got a good connection with the lead, and you feel there's a really good chance you're going to schedule the appointment, but they're just not ready at this moment. Well, don't throw away all your hard work and all of your work to overcome your fears. Make sure you calendar follow up so that you can circle back with them at the time that you feel they're going to be ready. Put it on your calendar, set up a Google alert, whatever it is, put it on your appointment tracker. I made a video about that. My last video was all about that in my follow-up video. Make sure to follow up and get in front of them for that listing appointment. There's no time to be afraid. You are concerned with making connections, developing relationships, scheduling listing appointments, winning listings, selling houses, and building your business. And it all starts with getting rid of your fear and staying focused with this little 3x5 card that you're going to attach to your monitor at the end of this video. If you got value, guys, please leave me a thumbs up down below. I can't wait to see you on the next video. Take care.